Okay folks, so this is my wrap-up video for my recent Namm trip. If you don't know what Namm is, it's the world's biggest audio technology summit in the world. Every manufacturer pretty much is there showing their wares, talking about new products coming out, software manufacturers, hardware manufacturers, instrument manufacturers. So the whole gamut of the pro audio industry is there. There's wonderful people on the floor like Andrew Sheps talking about things and educating people. There's opportunities to meet engineers and speak to them. There's cutting edge technologies like, I was speaking to this chap about Dolby Atmos being installed into cars and how they're implementing that. And to see that firsthand and put your hands on it and actually touch and play with those kinds of things is a real kind of great, it's a great insight. There's some wonderful panels that I attended. There's loads of stuff on instruments, like new instruments coming out from every manufacturer. I mean, the instrument hall is massive. Take some earplugs if you're going to the drum booth, because that's just like, 300 drummers playing at once. It was a bit insane. I did a lot of education there. I went to marketing summits. There I am with Dennis Yu, like the world's best marketing guru. He's there. He actually dragged me up on stage and did a live Twitter feed with me, which was, I was extremely embarrassed. And I kind of realized how poor I am at speaking about myself, like most creatives probably. I met some wonderful people like these chaps, lots of engineers, lots of artists like Sadie there, just telling me what they're doing. I spoke to the Safari Pedals marketing officer there, Abby. She was great. And it also gave me opportunity to see some really, really cool studio spaces in the LA area, like Create Music Studios here, where not only did I hear lots of great new product like the Loudon mics and lots of other EQs and compressors that were part of the Namm showcasing event, but I met wonderful people like Eric here, who is the developer and inventor of the black box saturator that I use every day, and he was giving me his insights and telling me about new products he's working on. And just in general, these after hours parties were a great way to connect with people. At one point I found myself in the world's biggest and best studio, East West Studios in LA, where, I was standing in the same studio Frank Sinatra did all of his great recordings. And this was yet another opportunity to meet great engineers, great producers, discuss what they're doing, lie on the floor and play with a Fairchild compressor. This is the live room there where Frank Sinatra did his stuff, amongst hundreds and hundreds of other classic albums. And it was just a great opportunity to meet a whole lot of industry folk. There's young Guru breaking down his Pro Tools session and talking to everyone about how he goes about things and his view on AI. And then there was just great opportunities to meet and hang out with a whole lot of other engineers and industry folk and get their opinion on all kinds of topics that are affecting us in the industry. I have to give a big shout out to Nicholas Di Lorenzo from Panorama Mixing and Mastering, because he was extremely kind in showing me around and introducing me to people that he'd met in previous NAMMs. So, mate, lots of love to you. He was the Australian ambassador for all of us Aussies there that were a bit lost. Nick was great. And here I am just geeking out in the main control room at East West, just absorbing it all, absorbing the atmosphere. I was a bit wrecked by the time this video came around, and we were all pretty weathered and tired because, we were all putting in a lot of effort and trying to see as much as we could. But if you can ever get to Namm, I highly recommend it. It's a lot of fun.
But I've had a great time at this one. Okay, signing out.